What is happening, everybody? And welcome to episode 6 of GKDR, aka Good Kraken's Death Ratio, your weekly gamer podcast. I am your host this evening, Garrick B. Eaton, and I am joined by two fine gentlemen. One of them, if I can get my camera back up so I can actually look at you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways. I minimized you guys, and you guys like minimized, and then it like dropped the box, the whole window into the corner for some reason.
You're being so hot.
Stop. But anyways, I am joined this evening by the Shrine amongst the ocean, Ernell Pearson, aka Ocean Shrine. Ernell, how are you doing tonight?
I guess my ankle still hurts. And Shark Daddy for Prez 2024. My ankle's super busted, boys. I've been pretty much living in my secret lab chair, which you can get at secretlab.com. Not just kidding. We don't have a program
that one.
Unfortunately.
I wish.
Working towards it. I've pretty much been living in my chair for the past like few days. I've been having to kind of like just slide around the apartment everywhere.
You've been working from home?
No.
There's a reason why him and I played Helldivers today.
Yeah, also, I was asking if you worked from home. Is like I thought maybe you were just like you were at
my boss. I've tried barking up that tree. My boss is not having it. He is a very old school guy.
But he's pretty old school from what we've discussed. So that doesn't shock me.
He does not believe in work from home, to be honest with you. Although I totally could do my entire job from home.
I bet
he just does not fucking.
He just don't roll that way.
No, I called out. I did a telehealth appointment. Kind of get a good idea of like, hey, like, I have a good idea of what's going on, but you know, if you have a different opinion. And sweet lady was like, yeah, let's get you in here physically tomorrow. So I have to go in tomorrow morning for another appointment to have them look at it because the swelling has gone from like my ankle to around my foot, and that is cause for concern. I haven't gotten the bruising yet, but I'm sure that will come soon. So yeah, I've just been popping ibuprofen like fucking candy and icing it, and doing what daddy gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't trying to be out all day or all week or all month, let alone I gotta go see Ghostbusters on Thursday. If I can get to work on Friday, I'd like to, because I want to feel bad for someone having to cover my shift. So, anyways, yeah, that's going good. How about you? How about you, Garrick?
I'm doing pretty good. What day is it? It's Tuesday. Jesus Christ.
It's been
Tuesday. It's been one of those weeks. Like I can't quite place it, but this week feels weird.
It does feel weird. Not just like for my reasons.
Like something just like in the air is
pollen.
Is there mercury? Is there mercury? Yeah, fuck yeah, there is, dude. Is there mercury in my Gatorade right now, or no?
No, it is not. Mercury is not in retrograde.
Then what the fuck? I don't know. But
that's trauma.
Yeah,
that's trauma.
It's just like there's just been a little bit of something in the air. It could very well actually be allergies. That does give me brain fog when my spring allergies kick in. So
yeah, mine do.
I should probably open it. I literally keep like my allergy meds like in the center console of my car, like on lock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because like I know I will always have access to my car pretty much. So I'll just have to start taking those on the way.
Yes, sir.
To work.
Yes,
yeah,
sir,
so because I go out to recess and stuff every once in a while, and maybe that's why I'm feeling funny this week. Because I am stuffy as hell.
Fuck them kids. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm right. But anyways, so we are also joined this evening by Devin Shadood.
Yeah, I'm here. How's it going?
Was that
He's like, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Hi, what's up, guys? I'm here. I'm doing the thing. I was looking at a secret lab desk earlier today, and I was like looking at all the additionals and stuff like that and things.
Is it a modular desk?
Yeah. Shit would cost me like $2,000 to get one. So I was like,
I haven't heard a lot of great things about the secret lab desk. Anyways,
I've heard a lot of good things actually.
Have you looked into Uplift?
No,
Uplift keys.
look, I'm not gonna buy it. I don't need it. I have a desk that meets my needs right now, like perfectly fine. Like it's
Just
got
window
stands for
shopping.
my monitor. I was just curious,
Oh,
I
okay.
do
Okay.
I do want a standing desk eventually, but I want it to also be 70 inches wide, and like I want a big desk. I want to have 3 or 4 monitor arms on it with monitors all set up, and I want to do the whole shebang.
Yeah.
So
And then
yeah.
just not use it. Just wants to not use it. Same.
I would, dude. I would use the shit out. When I used to work for Progressive, I had a standing desk at the office, and I used it all the
Dude,
time.
I want one at work so bad. Actually,
Yeah.
I would get so much shit done if I had a motorized standing rising desk.
Oh yeah, it
I would
was
use it all the
great,
time.
dude. I would stand for a couple hours, and then I would work down like for like 30 minutes to an hour, and then I would stand again. It was great. It's great. I just went back and forth.
I literally only want it so I can do this. The only reason I got this. The only reason was. Thank you,
Wow,
Kevin.
he
The only
literally
reason
said,
you got
"I
that is
wanted
because
an
Maryland got it
$800
for you.
desk. I wanted like an $800 plus desk so I could use it to artificially change my fucking camera angle."
That's it.
Unbelievable. Well, we're
Yeah.
not talking about Ernell being bougie and extra for no fucking reason, but tonight we are talking about WoW Royale, the final shape of Stardew Valley, Game Pass gives and Game Pass takes, Sweetbaby, Jesus, why are people like this, and much, much more. Because this is Good Kraken's Death Ratio, and we are slashing through the podcast space to be your source for all the nerdy video game news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. West Coast, Best Coast time. If you want to head to over to sorry, this is a new read. This is a new read. I gotta fall into the habit. If you want to get ahead of the curve, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcast and video services wherever you like to watch or listen. If you have Amazon Prime, DJ, tell them.
Prime Gaming.
You also have Twitch Prime, and we would love for you to give that to us to help us level up our game, if you will. We are we have 9 to 5s, folks. We do this for free, but you can also support. Fair, but you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel and clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Death Ratio and leaving a review there.
Yeah, because my 9 to 5 baby is you.
I hated that. Devin, why don't you tell him? Actually, no, wait, sorry. Forgive me. I forgot. Before we move on to our thing, we have some critical hits real quick. We're still pitching you a little bit of the same old as we cruise on through March. Because we went through some big changes. All of our podcasts are now available on all the streaming platforms. As you might have noticed at the end of our little intro there, I told you to go search Death Ratio and not Good Kraken. That's because it's its own thing now. You need to go search Death Ratio. You need to go search 20,000 Films Under the Sea. You need to go search Shipwreck. You got to do the thing if you want all the things. Otherwise, you don't have to have all the things, and that's fine too.
That's right.
Guys, we also have merch coming soon. I don't know how soon. I just know soon. But we are working on that. We've all seen tidbits in here as from Xander as he's been working on that and updating it, and it is very near to completion, and we are very much have that coming up soon.
Right at the precipice. We're right there. Right there.
Also, friends, the latest episode of the Shipwreck Show, episode 111, is now available on all major podcast platforms and on YouTube. So go check that out. And if you want early access to that sort of thing, you can do that by being a Twitch subscriber and joining our Discord for more discussions, gaming, and watch parties. We do that sort of stuff all the time. A lot of the watch parties are just like unscheduled BS things we tend to do because our community just enjoys hanging out. So you got to be in the Discord. You got to just be there, hanging out and being around. Like they're spontaneous things. If you want to come hang out with us, you just got to be around when we're around.
That's for sure.
And you can do that by joining the Discord. Ayo. Or no?
I do have one more to throw onto here. So
throw it in.
Unfortunately, YouTube kind of sucks ass, but Disney sucks even more. Devin and I did a full-on reaction video to the brand new trailer for The Acolyte. and Disney decided to copyright pretty much the entire trailer. So YouTube said, nah, you can't do that. You can't put that out. So unfortunately, we want to apologize. We were trying to get to that content out there for you guys, and it just didn't work out. If you guys would like us to maybe do some sort of like MediaFire link or something like that, let us know in our Discord. We can offer that to you guys if need be. But for now, we'll try again when another dope ass trailer comes out.
Yeah. Honestly,
Figured
though,
out,
like
Disney. The hell.
if you've seen the trailer or haven't seen it yet, show looks dope. It looks very like martial arts focused, which is really cool. And I looked into it. Daphne Keene is actually one of the Padawans it shows in the trailer. You don't recognize her because she's in a lot of makeup and stuff. And they believe that she is part of the same race as Darth Maul.
Oh, she was the horned girl. Oh,
Yep.
okay.
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 Yeah,
with
she has the
with
Padawan
white
braid
face.
and everything.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you, Devin. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, well, let's continue on.
Moving right along, Devin, why don't you tell folks at home what we have coming up next?
Well, lately we've been looking into what's called the meta a lot. It's been ever changing, right? Weeks have gone by, months, years even. But really, we just want to boil it down to the most recent meta minute.
They're going to put it. There you go.
Such an extra.
I put it on the screen. So
Wait, what'd you put?
Meta minute. Meta minute. Meta minute.
Oh my god.
It's the meta minute.
Wow, meta minute.
If you are new around here, folks, the Meta Minute is our bite-sized news segment where we take pieces of like lesser known or non-critical news. We're talking about smaller games that are experiencing updates. Maybe letting you guys know that something on the rise is just got delayed, or new seasonal content drop, that sorts of thing. So I will be kicking us off with our first little news story here, and we're talking about World of Warcraft rides the current pirate trend into a new battle royale. What? All right. It's coming from Cass Marshall at Polygon. Sorry, I gotta zoom in because I'm blind. Blizzard has been hinting that something piratey is coming to World of Warcraft for weeks now, sneak peeking a little Jolly Rancher flags into roadmaps. We don't have room for a full pirate expansion, not with the World Soul Saga scheduled to take up the next 3 slots for expansion packs. Instead, we're getting something highly experimental, a new 6 weeks battle royale called Plunderstorm. Plunderstorm kicks off with the patch 10.2.6, and it's going to be chaotic. Not only has this mode been hidden from test servers and data miners, but it's basically unprecedented in terms of the usual World of Warcraft updates. Plunderstorm will have new servers, which require making a new character. Players do need a subscription to hop into Plunderstorm, but they do not need to own Dragonflight, the most recent expansion, which makes this a fun diversion for Classic and Dragonflight players alike. Upon logging in, you'll be greeted by a Plunderstorm logo hanging out next to the Warcraft logo. Upon selection, the player will be sent off on a parrot. Plunderstorm takes place in Arathi Basin, a familiar environment to anyone who has enjoyed a few battlegrounds from back in the day. The game mode is inspired by the Warcraft 3 meta of taking your hero around to little camps, killing monsters, and leveling up. If players want, they can focus entirely on PvP, but if you want the event's sweet rewards, you can also stick to the PvE challenges. Leveling up and brings new abilities and a mix and match combination of past legendary spells, covenant abilities, and tons of talents from each class. Everyone can double jump, no one takes fall damage, and everyone is packing a wacky kit of abilities. For instance, one particular skill lets you pretend to be a shrub to set up the ultimate ambush. Because Plunger Storm is a battle royale, there will always be one last champion standing. Winning a match can earn you a tabard and an eye patch. All other rewards are earned over the course of playing, so the new mode hopefully shouldn't require try-hard concentration and commitment. The rewards are, as you might have guessed it, pirate themed, a pirate outfit for Pepe, a parrot, a crab, transmog items, and the trader's tender currency. Plunger Storm launches today, literally today, as the time of our recording, and will run for the next 6 weeks. The experimental game mode may return in the future based on player feedback.
There you go.
It's kind of fucking interesting. It's just one of those I never expected World of Warcraft to branch into the battle royale space. I think it'll be something fresh for players. I don't know if it'll actually be good though.
I think it's dumb that it requires a subscription, and that immediately like hinders it in the royale space.
I mean, World of
Yeah,
Warcraft.
it definitely would have been. I think it would have been kind of cool to offer this as like a free option to maybe entice like new players in. But maybe if it's wildly successful, we'll see a format like that in the future. But I don't know. I think it's interesting that it requires like a new character makeup, and you have to essentially like make a new character on a new server and play it through. It's interesting. I'm kind of curious as to what the life cycle of that will look like at the end of 6 weeks, and if Blizzard will have considered it a success or not.
Yeah, see, that's the one that I'm more weirded out about, is that you can't just carry your character over. I mean, there's people that have been playing WoW for fucking ages, and the idea of going into a brand new game mode with a character that is not your character, that you've invested your time into, your energy into, your money into, and there's this new mode. Like, it's not that it's a bad thing. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing whatsoever. It's just an interesting choice that they're making that seems like it doesn't really, like, I don't know, serve their current fan base, but at the same time, it doesn't serve a new fan base either. Like, the choice of having to make a new character, sure, but the paywall to be involved in it doesn't seem very new person friendly. I mean, like,
right, because like you at the very least are gonna have to purchase like World of Warcraft's base game, which I believe is
$35.
Yeah, but I say it's like but say I was gonna say 40. So yeah, $35, right? Which is just for access to a 6 weeks limited time battle royale. This definitely isn't gonna bring in any new player. This is like a diversionary item for the current player base, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Leading up to the first part 1 of the World Soul Saga, which I think launches this year.
I think. It just yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it's weird to me that they're doing this generally. I mean, because here's the thing too, is like Garrick and I, we can attest for this. We love pirate shit. We absolutely love pirate shit. Them choosing to do a off-cuff random pirate thing seems wildly like kind of just a random decision. Like I don't know. Are they running out of ideas? Maybe. It feels to me like there could have been a high fantasy option for this. I just don't know why they didn't pivot in that direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to see what the gameplay for it actually looks like. I'm just kind of curious at this point, is if like what about it is going to be like, what elements of the gameplay from World of Warcraft carry over, and how like that interacts with the PvP, and like the idea of, because PvP matches in WoW can last like one-on-ones can last quite a long time, but like AoE battles with like large groups, especially when you're considering the fact that these people are going to be, it's like 1v1v1, like it's going to be really tough. And if you've only got one life, like it's going to be real easy to get ambushed and outplayed. And I don't know, because WoW's PvP is so sweaty. I don't know. It's a weird Weird decision
weird,
from
right?
Blizzard.
It's just
Weird
weird.
decision from World of Warcraft. Weird. It's just weird. I don't know what are y'all doing? Like y'all just. I mean, hey, be experimental, I guess. But like, it's weird.
Yeah,
You know that they had to get in on all the hype and the big success of Skull and Bones. You know.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I guess. I know that money
Says sarcastically.
Yeah, that game's pulling in the big bucks, man. Had to get their cut of the pie, I guess. I don't know. I suppose we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we have many more thoughts on that one. So Devin, why don't you read for the folks what we have
Absolutely,
next?
I will read this real fast. Xbox Game Pass March 2024 Wave 2 lineup announced.
Well, you don't. Oh my god,
Guys, the Xbox Game Pass March 2024 Wave 2 lineup has been announced. This is coming from Wesley Yinpool over at IGN. Xbox Game Pass March 2024 lineup features games like Lightyear Frontier in game preview. That'll be
I
on
want to
cloud
play
PC,
this.
Xbox Series XS, and that'll be out today as of this recording.
It is out today. Yeah.
What's
Mech
also
farming?
out today
Mech farming
is the Sony Studios game MLB The Show 24 on cloud and console, also out today.
There's
tomorrow
excited about that.
On the 20th. That game actually has a huge fan base.
Yeah, I know.
It's
not
I
us.
play the show
It's not us.
begrudgingly, but
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. And now you can play it on Game Pass.
There you go.
Again.
I'm glad I don't have to spend $70 on this shit. It's not worth it.
It's not. No sports game is worth $70.
I haven't paid for an MLB The Show since 19.
Yeah, and also, no Call of Duty game is worth $70 anymore.
Sure ain't, baby. Sure ain't.
I say that as somebody who plays Call of Duty too.
Goddamn.
Tomorrow on March 20th, The Quarry is coming out on cloud and console. I'm gonna
play that. Yeah, me too.
You want to play it together?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Fuck you, Renell.
I already beat it. I beat it a long time ago. I don't need it.
Of course you did.
Yeah. Evil West comes out on cloud, console, and PC March 21st. That is a game I want to play.
Good game.
I'm definitely gonna try
game
that
for
out.
Game Pass, honestly.
Yeah. Terra Invicta. Don't know what that is. It's in game preview. Comes out on PC.
That's
March
a game that
26th
was,
for Game Pass.
if I remember correctly, that was in some Game Awards category, wasn't it? No, that's a different thing.
The strategy game.
Yeah, it's strategy.
I mean, I like
High
strategy
ratings
games.
on Steam though.
Yeah. It looks like Homeworld 3.
Grand strategy game, it says.
Diablo 4 comes to console and PC March 28th. For all you guys who didn't play it yet and didn't get disappointed with it yet, like the three of us, you can play it on the 28th.
I don't even think about that game. That's how disappointed I am.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
after I beat the game and played it, and they nerfed all the abilities that destroyed the builds I made.
put 100 hours into the first month of launch of that game, and it's basically been the only as soon as season 1 started, I dropped it.
Yeah, I think I put in close to 70 hours. Not quite, because I had 3 characters going, and when that happened, I stopped playing. I just stopped. Yeah. Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharge comes out on cloud, console, and PC March 28th. That actually sounds like fun. Open Roads comes out on cloud, console, and PC March 28th. And I believe that is a day one release.
Yep.
It is.
Ark Survival Ascended comes to cloud, PC, and Xbox Series XS on April 1st. Is that Ark 2?
No,
I think it's just the most recent version of Ark.
Yeah, with Vin Diesel.
You know what's stronger than family?
Dinosaurs.
F123 comes out to
Formula
cloud
racing,
via EA Play April 2nd. Super Hot Mind Control Delete comes to cloud, console, and PC April 2nd. And there are some games. Super Hot?
I know what that is. No,
you don't know what that is?
I said I need to know what that is.
Oh yeah, it's a VR
shooter
game, essentially. It's so when you move, everything else moves, but when you stop moving, everything stops moving. It's kind of cool. It's got
Super
a really
hot.
good VR game, mostly.
Super hot.
Yeah, it's super hot. There are 3 games leaving Game Pass on March 31st. That will be the first iteration of Hot Wheels Unleash, and then a game called Infinite Guitars, which I was concerned when I saw that it was leaving, looked it up, and then didn't care anymore. And then, as of course, MLB The Show 23 is leaving because MLB The Show 24 is
That's right,
here.
too. That's right. Good shit, man. Good shit.
Yeah, we haven't really. I was thinking about it. I was like, we haven't really touched on things coming to Game Pass recently, and there have been things coming to Game Pass. Lots of older popular games right now, just because of like mergers and all that sorts of things, and Activision Blizzard acquisition shit. But hey, everybody, I've like honestly, Game Pass stocks just way up. Like if you're looking for a reason to play Game Pass or get Game Pass, you're eating pretty good right now. Like there's lots of good games on here. Like
I'm
Diablo
waiting.
4 is fun to play through, even if it's just for the campaign.
The campaign is actually really good. I will say that the campaign is worth playing if you like Diablo games or even style
Yeah.
games of
I
like that.
pretty much won't come back till Vessel of Hatred.
Yeah. The campaign's worth it. I definitely
Absolutely.
think it is. I'm just waiting for that announcement of Helldivers 2 to come to Game Pass like a year from now.
We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
see.
see about that.
We'll
It's
see.
not completely out of the question.
It's not off the table. It's not off the
I mean,
table.
we just talked about a Sony franchise that is on Game Pass.
That's true. There's a few Sony franchises that are on Game Pass.
Yep. Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, ones that aren't making them money. Anyways.
I beg to
true
differ,
enough.
dude. MLB
Yeah.
makes them money.
I'm kidding, obviously.
They do probably make them money.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Especially for the show.
Yeah.
Anyways. Let me go now.
Or now.
Okay.
Why don't you hit it with our next piece of news?
My good sir, Stardew Valley reaches an all-time high player count. Excuse me, my brain just fucking melted there. Stardew Valley reaches all-time high player count on Steam following its update 1.6 release. Ooh, shit. A lot of people are fucking hype on this shit. The highly anticipated Stardew Valley update 1.6 has released, resulting in the game achieving an all-time high player count.
Cite your author, ho.
Charming Holiday. Sorry, from Gamergate. My mistake. My apologies. Fuck, wow. Patch notes for the Stardew Valley Update 1.6 include a slew of new content, bug fixes, and more, and both new and returning fans have booted up in droves to enjoy the massive patch. Since its release back in 2016, Stardew Valley has established itself as one of the most popular and successful life sim games of all time. Players frequently praise the game's cute aesthetic, diverse gameplay, and lovable characters, and the new additions in Update 1.6 have helped push Stardew Valley to an incredible achievement. According to live data on SteamDB, Stardew Valley has surpassed its all-time player count after reaching over 140,000 concurrent users. This milestone comes with the release of Update 1.6, the largest patch to date for Stardew Valley. Players were excitedly counting down the final hours to the launch, with many waiting for creator Eric, Concerned Ape, quote-unquote, to awaken and set the big update live. Excitement reached a fever pitch as Concerned Ape dropped teasers for Stardew Valley Update 1.6, repeatedly leading up to its release, and fans are now diving in to experience the game with its new content. However, Update 1.6 is currently only available on PC. Console and mobile players will have to wait a little bit longer for Update 1.6, but that has not stopped Stardew Valley from breaking its previous player count record. A massive list of patch notes was revealed by Concerned Ape, detailing every small fix and big addition in Update 1.6. Among the more exciting changes are the addition of more seasonal in-game festivals, drinkable mayonnaise and jelly, improvements to artisanal goods, adjustments to melee and harvesting movements, and a new farm type in Stardew Valley. Also including are over 100 lines of dialogue, new endgame content, more options for JoJo routes, winter outfits for NPCs, updates for mod compatibility, and dozens of quality life changes. As Concerned Ape redirects his efforts to other projects, fans are celebrating what may be the final update. to Stardew Valley. This is crazy exciting. A little bit of a bummer that it is kind of exclusively on the PC train for Stardew Valley. Although I do understand that, like,
I know the Switch fans are probably chomping right now.
yeah, I mean, they'll get it eventually. Who fucking knows how long it's
Yeah,
gonna be.
I think it'll be sooner rather than later. I'd give it about a month turnaround for the patch.
Yeah, okay.
It's just I mean, it's just one person, and like you know, they have to get all of their patches like authorized through all of the storefronts independently. So
Yeah, and it is one guy. So like, like I'm not, we have to give him a little bit of grace. I do also know too that Stardew Valley's like core audience really is on PC, to be honest. Core audience, not all of, or
absolutely, yeah, that's definitely because mods, right? It's a very moddable game, and like it has a lot of like replayability, and it's a cozy game. It's very popular among content creators that like stream like life sims and like indie games and any sort of This is a great thing. It's kind of a sad thing because I know like this is more than likely going to be like the last major patch of content for the game. But I'm curious as to what Concerned Apes like future projects will be, because
Haunted
they've
Chocolatier.
more or less been exclusively putting their time onto Stardew Valley like as like their major project since it launched like over almost a decade ago now. 8 years.
Yeah, Haunted Chocolatier is his next project currently.
Oh, okay.
But that is
Oh yeah, I vaguely remember hearing about that.
That is still who fucking knows how long away. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
there's been very minimal information about that game so far, and I mean, including no release date for it. It's pretty just tentative at the moment. But I do know that a lot of people are excited about it because they really like Stardew Valley, and they're really looking for their chance to kind of like dive into a new potential asset from the same maker of Stardew Valley. And Haunted Chocolatier just looks really cute. I have not really played much more than like a few hours of Stardew Valley, but I do see where the excitement can be coming from. I know Larry's gonna pop off for this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
he
maybe
plays
not
Stardew Valley for sure.
at the same time, because like I mean the game's been out for 8 years now, you know. Yeah.
I mean, but that hasn't stopped it from passing its highest concurrent player all time.
True.
Yeah,
So
man.
good for you, Concerned Ape. Good for you, Stardew Valley.
Goddamn.
All right, to tie things off here, we have a few more announcements of release date stuff. We're gonna go to Game Informer, and we're gonna tell you all what's coming out this week. Some of this might seem familiar because some of these are releasing this week and also happen to be, game day one Game Pass releases. But today we do have releasing. Hades is actually coming to the Apple Store. It's on iOS now, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, baby.
I mean, it's like motherfucker won Game of the Year. A Game of the Year is now available on your phone. That's crazy.
I'm about to play that shit.
Right? Hi-Fi Rush, PlayStation fans rejoice. It is now available today on PlayStation 5. So check that bad boy out. That was also a very celebrated game in 2023. Like we said earlier on Game Pass, the Lightyear Frontier is out. That is a Game Pass day one, but it is also available on PC. So check that out there too. Like we said, MLB The Show is available on all platforms. That's available on Switch even, folks. I don't know how, but it is. And also coming this week, tomorrow we have Alone in the Dark 2024.
Forgot about that.
That is coming to right. That's
David
coming
Harbour.
to PlayStation. Yep, David Harbour. I'm really excited. Coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox XS, and PC. On the 21st, Call of Duty Warzone mobile is coming to Android and iOS. Boo. Figure your shit out, Call of Duty. Then on the 21st,
Holy
the 21st,
shit.
Final Fantasy fans are eating pretty goddamn good, honestly, because Realm Reborn, Endwalker, Heaven's Word, Shadowbringer, and Stormblood all come to Xbox Series XS this Thursday.
Holy
so
shit,
if you
man.
have,
Holy shit.
if you are an Xbox fan who have just been waiting and waiting and waiting to finally play Final Fantasy Online, the time comes for you this weekend.
Yeah.
We also have the port of Horizon Forbidden West finally coming to PC, also happening this Thursday. We've got Midnight Ghost Hunt launching officially on PC, also coming this Thursday. This Friday, we have Dragon's Dogma 2 launching for PlayStation 5, XS, and PC. On Switch, we have Princess Peach's Showtime launching. This is like our first major Mario spin-off series we've had in a very long time. So if you're a Mario fan, check that bad boy out. And the latest PlayStation 5 exclusive also launches this Friday, Rise of the Ronin.
You probably have mentioned the March 25th one too, since that's before next Tuesday.
Oh, which one is that? Why don't you fill me in or no? It's not on my list.
Oh, no worries. Acolyte of the Altar coming to PC. I don't know what that is.
That one's I'm not familiar with that one, but that one's also coming next Tuesday, so we're gonna include it.
There you go, baby.
Yep.
There you go.
So there you go. A little bit of news, lots of game releases and things to be excited about on all platforms and for Xbox and Game Pass if you are a subscriber there. But it's time that we head into the end game now.
Endgame.
Should have aimed for the head.
Endgame.
Should have aimed for the head. The end game is our headlining segment, folks, and it's where we are covering our priority topic, the big discussions, the things that require a lot of our time and effort, and we got to use the wrinkles in our brain to really put forth a meaningful conversation for y'all. And we do hopefully have what I hope will be a meaningful conversation for y'all tonight, because this evening, folks. Can
I start? Can I kick this off in just one very big fell swoop here? Because the title of this episode is going to be "Are Video Games Too Woke?" And I just want to make sure that I'm introducing all of you here accordingly. If you clicked this video because you agree with the stance that video games are too woke, fuck off. And you're going to be very unpleasantly surprised by this headline segment here.
Stay here and let me make you mad.
Yeah, let's maybe just stick around, dude. I mean, like, if you want to have some discourse, that's fine. If you're gonna come in here and just think that we're a bunch of fucking idiots and a bunch of libtards or whatever, go fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Go fuck off.
Yeah, and message me personally if you want to have a chat. I love walks around the block and on the beach and stuff like that.
Now, with that said, there is a reason everybody that is listening live and or not listening live, but listening generally speaking, or watching, and are
if you've gotten
still
to this point,
if you've gotten this far and you're still sticking around, or you are still here to handle the discourse and potentially have a real conversation with us about this, there is some history behind here. Garrick, my good sir, go on.
Absolutely. Well, our main topic of discussion this evening, folks, is we are going to be talking about air quotes here, and I mean it with the utmost air quotes. Gamergate 2.0 or the current harassment of Sweetbaby Inc.
Yes.
And we will talk about that in just a moment, but you might notice that I called it Gamergate 2.0. That's because there was, in fact, a Gamergate, also using air quotes, because this is I hate the title for this, and because it's some bullshit. It's some bullshit propaganda-esque title that makes it sound like there's a scandal taking place, but really that's not what this is. This is a harassment campaign, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gents. That's what this is. This is a harassment campaign perpetrated by a bunch of chuds at home that literally have no wrinkles in their brain. And so basically, Gamergate was a misogynistic harassment campaign, specifically targeting a rise in the female voice in video games, whether it being powerful female characters being featured prominently in video games that year, or female content creators getting a lot of traction, popular female devs and YouTubers. A large umbrella. Females were the female content creators in and around, and developers and creators around the video game space were the target of this harassment campaign. Basically, coming from a very small small-minded group of individuals, toting a very like fanatical far-right ideologies, essentially pushing onto the gaming community the concept that gaming as a whole was pandering to feminism and progressivism in a shitty way. That was washing out all of the things that all of the gamer men's in their basements at home loved so much. You're ruining my male characters. That's what Gamergate really was. That's the TLDR version of this, folks. Is a bunch of people got really mad on public communities like Discord and Reddit and 4chan and just started to circle jerk each other essentially and provide themselves an echo chamber to be upset at progressivism in the gaming industry. That's what we're going to be discussing tonight. Okay? Because that's what Gamergate was. That was a decade ago now. That happened. Well, apparently we can't learn from our mistakes. But apparently the bigots at home decided that narrowing it down to just feminism wasn't enough. So we're going to cover progressivism as a whole, and Gamergate 2.0 is targeted solely at a 16-person narrative production company. Now, a narrative production company.
Well, yes.
Yeah, they're a consultant group. That's what that means. A narrative production company. These guys are not developers. They are not content creators. They are writers. They are hired as consulting parties by developers and publishers to diversify, progressive, and express progressivism in games in ways that are tactful, safe, and healthy. But they do that in ways far beyond just slapping pride flags into video games, which is what a lot of folks thinks that's what this is. Because guess what? These guys, Sweetbaby Inc., have worked on massive Game of the Year level titles. One of the biggest ones that comes to mind is these guys consulted on the narrative for God of War Ragnarok. Hey, I got a question for you guys. Hey, what's
Did you
guys see any red flags in God of War Ragnarok?
Not a single one. Not a single one. Nope. Not a single one.
That's fucking crazy. Was that game a safe place for gamers?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Did it have all the accessibility features for gamers that you would expect it to have?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Was it progressive in a healthy way?
Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely.
Then what the fuck are you guys crying about?
Mm-hmm.
What is this all about? My biggest issue with this entire topic is you are literally tearing apart a narrative production company, all for the sake that you guys think stuff is too woke. And I honestly hate the word woke because the people that use it cannot define it without ousting themselves as misogynistic or a bigot or a racist or sexist or ableist or all of the above. They can't use that word without defining themselves as a hateful person. They can't do it.
Yeah.
So that's what we're talking about tonight, folks. So now that I'm gonna step off my little soapbox here, I'm gonna pass the ball to Ernell first, if that's okay with you, Ernell. And Ernell, I want you, if you will, to kind of enlighten the folks at home as to what the people at Sweetbaby Inc. are currently experiencing.
Well, they are experiencing fucking awful things. They're experiencing doxing. They're experiencing harassment emails, harassment phone calls, harassment tweets. People putting their information on Steam pages. It's pretty fucking awful. The way that these folks are being treated for something that, first off, they're being blamed for something that they're not even really doing. And that is like the first fallout of what's happening here, because this started of recent because some fuckfaces on a Steam page said, hey, we're noticing that all these games have one common denominator, and it's this consultant group. There's literally no proof to show that there's some kind of weird schemy thing of like, oh, we're involved with all these games, we're just like trying to make women more powerful and all these fucking games. They're literally just trying to write decent stories in today's world. That's all they're doing. That's all they're fucking doing.
Making it safe and inclusive.
Devin, yes.
I was doing some research. You know who's heading this fucking charge?
Who, Devin? Who?
Asmongold.
Uh-huh.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck
that guy. Thank you. Literally,
He's
took the words right out of my fucking
weird
mouth.
mouth-breathing piece of shit.
Fuck
dude.
that guy.
Yeah.
Fuck
that guy.
You want to know what's like mind-boggling about this? Is so this is a fairly new company, by the way. Like we're just squeaking outside of like their startup years at this point. And they've touched so many games that you've played, that you've at least heard of, like Neocab, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Dark Alliance, Sable, Gotham Knights, God of War Ragnarok, Shadow's Gambit, Goodbye Volcano High, right?
Alan Wake 2.
Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Alan Wake 2, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, like, and they have more stuff that they've consulted on that's still yet to come out, right? They're also consulting on South of Midnight, which has no release date. In Insomniac's Marvel's Wolverine, right? And like what blows my mind is I know that in that Discord group, which is where most of this is circulating, is in a Discord group. They're probably so afraid of like of Wolverine just like losing all of his masculinity in this game because of this one consulting company. And like it's just I don't understand what these people are afraid of. I don't understand what they're afraid of. I legit could you please try to explain it to me, because I have a hard time understanding it. I really do.
So the unfortunate part of this is that a majority, and this is going to unfortunately get a little bit political because we can't talk about this conversation without it getting political, because of reasons in and of itself. A lot of this conversation is happening because of this rise in far right conservative thinking processes, and that is problematic in and of itself. I mean, because if you look at this, right, it's all the same talking points that super deep fucking conservatives have. We don't want trans people in our games. We don't want gay people in our games. Women being powerful in games is fucking stupid. They're changing what games are about. They're making women less sexy in video games. It's all of the same stupid bullshit that we've been hearing from conservatives for the past 8 fucking years, right? And really this, all comes down to this, how people that think like this have felt more empowered to think like this in droves. And not to just think on it, because the problem isn't to think it. The problem is acting upon it. And these because if these stuck into their Discord group and kept their bullshit there, this wouldn't be a problem. The fact is that they're going further than that.
Yeah, they're emboldened to act further on public spaces.
Yeah, because they feel that this is such a fucking injustice to them on a personal level. They're
literally taking this argument from the perspective that they are the ones being oppressed and targeted as minorities. It's mind-boggling.
You guys might have seen my tweet to somebody the other day, or quote tweet that I had on the wonderful website Twitter, not X. This guy was pointing out about how women in games are becoming less sexy, and there's these specific games are coming out, and they're fighting against this because their women look great and they're in skimpy outfits, and this rise of women looking like women in video games is awesome. And I quote tweeted it and said, I try really fucking hard not to be mean to people on the internet, but this guy's a fucking loser. It's just loser fucking thinking to me. Like,
it really is.
Like, I don't understand how to better explain that if your concern in this world is whether or not there are gay people in video games, whether or not women are wearing full on, unclad outfits, if their titties are showing, if there's a pride flag somewhere in the video game, if your fucking concerns in life or whether or not those things exist in your video games, you have far deeper problems in your life that you need fucking looked at, and you need to put some energy towards getting it fucking looked at. Because, dude, like, I cannot express enough how much of a fucking loser you have to be that concerned about our media that way. For those reasons. Because, like, I have never played a video game and thought, you know what this needs, Devin? You know what this needs? This needs more titties. This game needs more titties. Never in my fucking life have I ever thought that. Never in my life did I think Dead or Alive was a good game because it had titties. Ever. I never played any of the Tomb Raider remakes and thought, not quite as tittified. That's a problem. Never in my fucking life, because I have bigger, better things to be fucking worried about in this world. And I don't understand the kind of fucking loser you have to be to sit here just virtually foaming at the mouth. Just, where's all my titties and ass? I can never fucking comprehend this, man. It's disappointing. It's churlish. It's embarrassing, because these guys are proving, all these folks that think that gamers are just fucking nerd losers with, neck beard bullshit going on. It's proving them right, because there is a large amount, an astonishing, shocking large amount of people that are riding this train. And that's the most fucked up part about all this, is the amount of people that agree that this is a problem. And agree with what they are talking about on these Steam pages, in their Discord channel, what the discourse that they're fucking making up in their brains and then putting out on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, what fucking have you, to garner more fucking losers to their cause, to bitch and complain about video games that they didn't even need to fucking buy in the first place. Nobody asked them to nobody told them they had to buy these fucking games. Okay?
Yeah.
If you
guys don't have to play inclusive games. You can go play your stupid ass fucking dumb Giga Chat games. Go play your fucking Alex Jones, whatever the fuck game he played. Whatever game he made. Go play that fucking shit, you stupid loser.
Yeah.
Like because guess what? Inclusivity, it's more than just making a game for everybody. Like, that's not what the point of that is. It's to make other demographics feel seen and acknowledged in an industry where it has notoriously been whitewashed with a primarily male demographic that has been set in its ways since its inception. Since its inception, we didn't even start talking about female devs until a decade ago. We didn't even start talking about progressive in games until a decade ago. We're making baby steps. The baby is the baby steps in this industry into making it into something truly inclusive and safe. And like we're having to cull so many bigots and losers in the process that it's mind-blowing. So with that in mind, I want to pass the ball over to Devin because Ernell and I have been, and we're ranting and we have lots to say. But Devin, I want to ask you, because you play in like a lot more of a competitive gamer space, and which unfortunately exposes you to a lot more individuals that fit this mindset, right?
Yeah.
And so do you think, so Ernell and I have been seeing a lot of these individuals around this harassment campaign in forums and in public spaces, but like, do you see these, are you seeing these people when you go online, when you engage in because you play more online games with randoms than anybody else here. Like, so are you seeing this out in the wild? Is this how people behave?
It's very far in between, at least in my experience. And I think a lot has to do with because I am like a cis male and people sense that in lobbies. So I don't get harassed like the way they do. And usually when there's like people talking shit in games, I just talk. I'm a shit talker, right? Like I can shit talk. And so I shit talk back and I make them feel insignificant. And I also make them feel insignificant by beating the shit out of them in the game too. It's great. You know?
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah. I did it today when Ernell and I were playing Helldivers.
Oh, we fucked these two guys up, man. We fucked them up real good.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. You know, they were being traitors, so I told them what's up, and then I hurt them in the fields. Anyways, like I didn't really catch leads onto this whole situation up until a few days ago when Ernell brought it up to me. So I went and did some research, and yeah, finding Asmongold is leading the charge. Big surprise! Like, it really sucks to see people like this with such a huge following when they are just some of the most like inbred incels. I'm gonna say this live, and I don't really care if this gets to him and then like people try to dox. I've already said I don't care that people dox me. My fucking full name's already out there in media anyways because of playing music and this show. Like, dude, I just want to punch him square between the eyes and make his eyes a bit wider. You know what I'm saying? Like that guy is such a piece of shit. Like I found a video on YouTube, and I'm not going to link it or anything because I don't want to spread this around.
Yeah,
because like
I'm
going in deep
and he legit just says shit for clicks without understanding his influencer reach at fucking all.
Yeah. And like let me just read the description of this video. So he's on a call with the guy that's leading the Discord. Right?
Yeah.
He's on a call with the guy that's leading the Discord and like interviewing him. This is the description. The woke consulting firm Sweetbaby Inc. ruined many video games.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to silence those who speak against it.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit that he's putting. And I almost commented. I was like, what video games did they ruin?
Who is trying to silence who? This is a 16-person company, people. They literally just want to do their work and live their lives. They're not a massive conglomerate. They are not owned by any publisher. It's literally just 16 fucking folks who just be like, I like writing and I like video games. Can I help you with my writing knowledge make your video games a little bit cooler? And video game companies are just like, we like the way you do that, so we're going to continue to hire you. That's it. That's their whole job. And what do you mean ruined? Fucking every single game they've touched is like 80s plus.
Well, yeah, it's just the stupid ass mindset. I mean, like if you look at
right, like critical fame on like most of the games that they've consulted on.
Yep. Most
Asmon,
of these games are hits.
Asmon Gold's not even the only one. There's another guy, which I don't fucking remember his name off the top of my head, but he's another guy that has been very big in the video game content creation space. And he was actually known as one of the wholesome ones that everyone liked. And then out of nowhere, started showing his whole fucking ass when he started agreeing with some of this shit. Actually put out a vlog bitching and fucking complaining about it in like some of the same ways that Asmon Gold are. You know what I mean? Like it's dude.
Is that the J Wood 2010 guy?
No, his name was like fucking god. Here, let me open up my Twitter because I think I had a bookmarked, excuse me. Let's see.
Griffin Gaming.
No, not that one. He's like a bigger guy. He did have numbers in his name. Let's see. Nope, not Lord of the Rings, not Toonami. I have so much random bullshit saved in my bookmarks.
Yeah.
Matt David cussing someone out. I'll find it. Continue on, Devin.
Yeah. It's just like it's so disappointing to like see things like this happen, especially for like no reason. It's all because someone said something, and then a bunch of fucking other dudes that are just cucks sitting in the corner, just like, yeah, I like that idea. Yeah.
It's seriously,
let's wrap shirts around sticks and light them on fire. Yeah. That's pretty much what happened.
It's a bullshit bandwagon cause that like it's honestly this if this is what they're called, I sincerely hope that like the individuals like perpetrating the campaign are the ones calling it like Gamergate and Gamergate 2.0, because it's so fucking pathetic. It's just such a sad little reach. Like you're literally taking one of the most famous scandals in the history of the United States and slapping some stupid name on it to try to make you and your small group of losers in your echo chamber sound significant, and you're not significant. Which is honestly the worst part about it, because this loud minority, this group of insignificant individuals have gotten loud enough that now they are impacting individuals' day-to-day lives, is the saddest and worst part of this whole thing. Like we've had so many discussions about this as a podcast, as individuals, again and again and again, and we'll say it as many times as we need to. Us as gamers need to do better. There's no excuse for this sort of behavior in this industry. There's no sort of excuse for this in this space. Gaming has always been, has always will be about experiencing new things through new characters, through new worlds, and different, and it's about escapism. It's about being able to connect with characters in ways that feel personal to you, right? But also allow you to connect with that one personal rope to be able to experiencing something that you would never be able to experience in a million years here on our blue marble. That's what inclusivity in gaming is really about. And it's honestly, it's downright disappointing to see that so many of you are refusing to let other people into this space. Everybody should be able to game. Everybody should be able to game. Gaming is for everybody. Maybe not every game for every player, but gaming should be for everybody. Devin.
So I'm gonna say something to piss off all the fucking waste of oxygen breathing neck bearded incels that are part of this quote unquote Gamergate 2.0. The very first video game and video game console that was ever invented was invented by a black man named Jerry Lawson, an engineer and entrepreneur who outfitted his own digital equipment corporation, PDP 8 mini computer, in his garage and played the space-themed text-only game Lunar Lander on it. The first mass-produced arcade video game as well, the cosmic shooter Computer Space, that came out in 1971. So, yep.
Gaming has
invented the first
always
console.
been for everybody. Gaming has always been inclusive, and gaming will always be inclusive. You guys have no space here. You have no space here. You never will have space here. And I, as a gamer, as long as I have a voice, as long as I have a platform to speak on, I will wholeheartedly reject your hate and your bigotry with every fiber of my being. Gaming should be a beautiful experience that allows people to experience new places, new worlds, and new stories through means that make them feel seen. If that means that their favorite character is, a ginger like myself, or maybe their favorite protagonist is a black character, or maybe, they find out one of their favorite characters in their video games is gay. Do you know how excited I was when I found out Link was left-handed?
Yeah.
Right? Little things like that can really, really connect you so powerfully to a character. Like, how many people do you think were like just beyond elated when they found out later on in The Last of Us and they started to connect the dots to find out that Ellie was gay? And they were just like, "Oh my god!" And not only, and that, like, and this was her story, right? And that, like how many people do you think celebrated that and getting to see not only a gay character but a gay youth? Right? Powerful
And
things in
female,
gaming
too.
are important. Yeah, and a powerful, so all of the above, right? Like,
Ellie's
that's incredible.
badass. She's fucking crazy.
That's incredible. And like, everybody should have the opportunity to connect with a character like that and have the opportunity to experience a story on that level. Everybody should have that.
Did you beat Last of Us yet?
Not part 2, but yes, The Last of Us I have.
You should play part 2. You should play part 2. I beat it back in October. You should play part 2.
It's fucking good. It's really fucking good.
Yeah. These same people that are heading this charge are the same kind of people who make the complaints that they liked Rage Against the Machine when they were less political.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like, you basically saying you outing yourself, saying that you really have no idea what you're truly talking about.
Exactly.
Well, I
stop harassing
don't want to
people.
beat the dead horse on this. I've said what I needed to say, and I've taken our stance. And honestly, the disappointment is immeasurable to the gaming community. Do you guys have any capstone thoughts that you feel like you need to get out about this?
Don't be an asshole.
Stop be an asshole.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't be an asshole. I love that.
Don't be an asshole.
Yeah, I couldn't find the guy, but I did find a. You just go to Twitter and put in Sweetbaby in the fucking search engine, and you will find all the people that you need to block in the top 15 fucking posts on here, including this fucking Cyael guy, Cyael. This guy's a piece of shit. This dude's a fuckface, dude. That's crazy. He is just fucking circle jerking himself over this Sweetbaby shit. It's just redonkulous, dude. It's just goddamn, dude. It's just so disappointing that we have to keep coming back to this conversation all the fucking time. And I can't understand anymore how to explain any further to people that as Jag had said in chat earlier on, there's the argument all the time of they have an agenda, quote unquote, and the agenda in question is always just putting actual real life things into video games. Because, you know, unfortunately, for these fucking people, gay people are real. Women are real and they're not always naked. Who would have thought? Trans people are fucking actual human beings. They're actually people. And there is a plethora of things that are in video games that are being made into a political stance.
Oh God, this fucking guy.
And I don't know how to. Wait, what? Oh,
Dude, that's the guy that was asking about Nazi stuff years ago when we first started. I clicked on it.
Was it?
Yeah, fuck him.
I don't know, dude. I don't know how to go about explaining this any further to people. It's just like how do we like keep coming back to this? Dude, like I don't understand how this just keeps coming back around. Like we try time and time again to explain you're not making any sense being upset about this stuff. Any sense whatsoever. You should stop.
None.
And then they stop for a while. They like they'll dwindle down. They'll hide back in their fucking caves where they belong. And then they'll just come out of the fucking woodwork when one person just gets the fucking balls to say some stupid shit that two other people think in their fucking little brains that makes sense. And then they tell two more people, and they tell two more people. And the next thing you know, it's just all these fucking people that are literally just there arguing about this shit because they just miss saying the N-word in fucking voice chats. You know, because that's all it is. It's the same fucking people that wanted
the people that peaked in high school that never like learned to be anything above what they were.
And it just like, yeah, I don't know. It leaves a really fucking sour taste in my mouth. Is a time and time again ordeal in which it just justifies my means of why I don't like playing video games with random people online. Why I don't like getting involved with too many other people that also say that they play video games. I want to garner a community of people around us that like video games because they like video games and they like the people in them, the people that make them, no matter what tenant, color, what have you, that they own, that they are a part of, and that's okay with them because, like I said, like this is just a fucking real thing, man. I don't know. It's hard for me to like say anything about this because my brain can't fucking fathom how fucking dumb you need to be to actually feel some kind of personal slight against you because these things are in video games. I can't fathom it. My brain breaks every time I think about it.
It's almost physically painful to try to lower yourself to their level. It's really hard to do, to try to think on the same way that these people think. It's mind blowing.
It's
honestly, I literally I keep touching my face and rubbing my head all episode
because it's
giving me a fucking headache.
It's like
It legit makes me just it's
like trying to explain round Earth to flat earthers. We
know that you're never gonna change, but we have to try.
Right. There's a moral obligation to make an attempt to make some sense of this so that we can understand what it is that you're trying to argue. Because I try fucking so hard to just try to comprehend what the argument is on the other side all the fucking time. I try to all the fucking time. Because to me, if you can't make that argument for them, then you don't have much ammunition yourself. If you can't recite like what exactly their stance is on this, cool. The thing is I can understand word for word what their fucking stance on this is on this stuff, but I can't for the fucking life of me put together how it makes fucking sense to them. I mean, like this the exact conversation we had before. I don't have a fucking problem with Republicans because there's Republican policies that do make sense to me. I do have a problem with conservatives that think it's normal to be fucking racist. I have a very big fucking problem with that. And this is the same
like
kind
identifying like the problem, the actual problem.
It's the same fucking, because there's no argument about against that. Like you have to be. I've told people this before. Your IQ has to be through the fucking floor in order for you to be racist. It doesn't make sense. There's there's no, because you think that your race is better than someone else's. That computes to you because we're all fucking human beings, and there's literally no legitimate facts whatsoever to support that belief process. It's the same thing here. Like, why do you give a fuck about this? Because none of this makes any fucking sense. Why do you care? I just like, every time I think about it, it's the cyclical fucking step back of like, okay, well, so they're upset because women aren't naked in video games more often. Okay, cool. So why do they care about that? Okay, well, they care about that because that's how video games used to be. Okay, well, why do they care about how video games used to be? Well, that's because back then they were able to do awful, horrible fucking things because video games just allowed it to fucking happen. Okay, well, why do they want that? Oh, because they're a fucking piece of shit. That's all it fucking comes down to.
That's what it boils down to. Like, it's just like, oh, at the end of the day, you just suck.
Yeah, it's brain break. So yeah, my final thoughts are, dude, you got to get fucking checked out, man. Like, if you seriously think that this is something worth being this up in arms about, you need help. You need legitimate, professional fucking help that nobody in the games industry is going to be able to give you. You need to pay $60 a week on a sliding scale, and go see a fucking therapist, okay?
Absolutely.
And get some fucking medication, because you lack a level of self-soothing that is required of a human being to function normally in this world. You need assistance. Okay, you don't need more naked women in video games. You need a fucking psychologist, and you need to pay for it.
Stop that.
and make sure it's not a Southern religious psychologist or therapist. Like,
yeah.
Well, yeah. in the South, they don't believe psychology is real, so that's
yeah, fair enough.
that checks out very much so.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, fuck off, get help.
Well, folks, you've there you have it. That's on our thoughts on Gamergate 2.0 and all that entails. It's once again, it's a sad time to be a gamer, and that's all I have to say for it. But we are going to be leaving this in the past, because that's where it fucking belongs, with your antiquated ass views, and we're going to be moving on with our content schedule that we have for the remainder of the week. Folks, we don't have any content this Thursday. Normally we'd be playing some video games for you all. We'll be back next week with some of that. But we're some of us will be taking the evening to go see the new Ghostbusters Frozen Empire film.
That's right.
So that on Friday, for 20,000 Films Under the Sea, they can then review, spoiler free for you all, said Ghostbusters Frozen Empire film.
Goddamn, baby.
And there you go. That's our content schedule for the remaining of the week, because we ain't do shit on Saturdays no more, because we enjoy our weekends.
That's right.
Folks, please let us know how you guys feel about Sweetbaby Inc's harassment and Gamergate 2.0 in the comments below. Actually, no, I think you should. Because I want to know who to block right away. Okay. I want to be rid of you. I want to be rid of you. You go ahead and you leave a comment below. And if all of a sudden you lose access to our Discord, you know why.
Yep,
So because
that's
we
fair.
don't want you around, folks. Yeah, like we have a mindset that we're looking for in our community, and if you don't fit that mindset, you don't belong here. And it's inclusiveness for everybody who wants safeness for everybody. Because this has been Good Kraken's Death Ratio. Your choice for all of the nerdy video game news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear live each and every Tuesday at 7 p.m. West Coast, Best Coast time.
Goddamn.
If you've liked what you've heard, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcast and video services, wherever you like to watch or listen. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel and searching once again Death Ratio and leaving a review there. We have to go, folks. But until next time.
I skinned his ass alive. Ah!